On April 22 and 23, CEOs and experts from across the Philippines and all over the world will come together to share their best practices and address the latest national and international developments in the retirement and medical travel industry. Aside from holding workshops and forums, the two-day summit is expected to discuss steps that need to be taken to make the Philippines a leading destination for retirement and medical and managed care services for seniors worldwide. Joining us for more on the third Philippine Retirement and Healthcare Summit are Marc, did I say that correctly?
Yes.
Executive Director of the Retirement and Healthcare Coalition, and Ms. Cynthia Lazo, Director of the DOT Domestic Tourism. Good morning. Thank you very much for joining us here in the studio. Okay, this is a big industry, retirement and healthcare industry. Let's talk about first the other organizations that are included when you talk about retirement. And, well, medical tourism is there. You have the hospitals and healthcare services, but what else is included when you talk about a retirement industry?
If you look at the organizations that are included, we have the Department of Tourism, we have the Philippine Retirement Authority, you have the Department of Trade and Investment, the Bureau of Investment, you have the Retirement and Healthcare Coalition. So you see there's a lot of interest in the market, and it's getting more and more interesting with more and more people coming to the Philippines.
And realty corporations are also included in that retirement industry.
Yes, because they are also looking for new sectors, and one of the big sectors worldwide is we are looking at 500 million people 65 and above. Real estate, they want to live somewhere. So of course for them it's a huge potential to look at what products and services can we create for this market.
And from what I've read, there are a lot of realty corporations who are actually targeting, well, first the OFWs who may plan to retire here, come back to the country and retire here, and of course people from other countries who may want to put up a place here in the country.
Correct. And of course, if you have the choice of, I was just in Germany 3 weeks ago, it's -6 degrees, it's snowing, and if you have the choice to get a nice place here under the palm trees, of course you are thinking twice where you want to retire or at least spend your winter. And also the medical system in the Philippines is getting really better. If you look at the new hospitals that are coming up, you can compare it with standards in Europe and the US. So this is also an argument for relocating.
Okay, of course, the Department of Tourism is a partner for this event. What will be your participation for this summit, ma'am?
For the summit, we're going actually to come up with a booth along with the Philippine Retirement Association. And of course, our secretary is being asked to deliver a keynote speech. And we would be able to also provide the direction towards which this industry would be able to grow.
And has it been growing?
Well, currently the government, specifically the Department of Trade and Industry, that's Board of Investment, as Marc had mentioned earlier, the Department of Health and the Department of Tourism are all working together towards coming up with a roadmap along with the private sector. So we would be able to plot how this industry could be made sustainable with the support of the different agencies of government as enablers to the industry.
That's right. And if I remember correctly, last year we had the Philippine Retirement Authority. Is that the name of the organization?
Yes.
Philippine Retirement Authority. We had them here also to talk about the summit last year. And if I remember correctly, what we talked about was there was a growing interest in not just Filipinos coming over and retiring here, but also from people from different countries. And you've made some programs, adjustments in I'm not sure if it was taxes or also in immigration, which would make them easier to come in, and something to do with the citizenship, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, for now, the subject matter is on long stay visas.
Right.
Yes, and it's actually the Department of Tourism, the Bureau of Immigration, BID, and Deportation, as well as Department of Foreign Affairs, who are working together to be able to tackle that issue.
And it's nice to know that these government agencies are actively participating and looking at the industry and how it can be improved here in the country. Talk about the major concerns. What would be the major concerns that would be tackled in this summit?
If you look at the major concerns, it's healthcare. So what do we as the Philippines need to deliver to be not only attractive for medical travel, but also if you permanently retire here, what do we need to deliver to keep the people here? Let's talk about the Koreans, language barrier. So you need to offer Korean language or translators in hospitals. The other issue that we are looking at is lifestyle. If you are en routed from your home country, you want to get into a new community. So you need to find destinations that have already a foreign community where you feel at home.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Talking about lifestyle, most of the time you don't only want to sit by the beach and read a book. You'll be tired of this after 4 weeks. You also want to go out, you want to go shopping, you want to see a nice cultural show. So you need to look at certain areas where can the Philippines provide this lifestyle.
And we have a lot of those places wherein realty developments are putting up cities. Where you can stay, you just go down, there's a restaurant there, just walk a couple of blocks and there's a hospital and there's a church and there's a school for your family as well.
And then you have healthcare, the hospital, you have the community, and you have the lifestyle.
Has it been growing, the industry here in the Philippines? You mentioned a while ago that the ranking of the Philippines has gone up.
Yes, it has gone up from nowhere to place number 13.
Really? From nowhere to number 13?
So,
1-3.
If you research in the internet on Philippines as retirement destination, you will see there's an expert ranking that asks about the quality of lifestyle, and the Philippines appears now to be number 13 for retirement, which in this case brings a lot of international interest with investment.
That has been a big boost from nowhere to number 13, meaning that the country and the government and the government agencies are doing well, and of course your organization are doing well in inviting and encouraging people to retire here.
I mean, if you look at it, you have 4 government agencies working closely together. It's not very often that you have that.
That's right. Okay, you will be having more speakers for this summit. This is, of course, the 3rd time you're going to be holding the summit. Who will be, tell us the topics that these speakers will be talking about.
We have, for example, KPMG from Singapore coming in. They are talking about healthcare trends worldwide for hospitals, not only looking at medical travel, but how also can medical travel benefit from it. We have Thomson and Edsett coming in from Australia. They are the #2 architect for retirement villages worldwide. So they
Retirement villages?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
So they will educate the real estate market and real estate developers in the Philippines what to do to bring foreign retirees here. And we are also talking about greening retirement villages. So we are also looking into this development. We also have a lawyer coming from Australia who will look into the legal issues of retirement. We have Filipino speakers, the head of the National Center of Geriatrics in the Malacanang complex, a new hospital, who is talking about new geriatric developments in the Philippines. So we have a wide lineup.
Ms. Lazo, is the government, the DOT, and the government's other agencies excited about this development?
Yes, but of course we're excited about this. Actually, one major development within the Department of Tourism is the formation of a new group. We call it Market Development Group.
Market Development Group.
Yes.
What would its function be?
I think the most know that for 2016 we have a target of 10 million visitor arrivals. And so within the department we came up with the Market Development Group. It was on instruction or directive by the Secretary, Mr. Jimenez, for us to be able to increase several hundredfold the number of arrivals to be able to hit 10 million in 2016. And that also holds true for being able to create a dent on the arrival figures coming from long-stay, elderly, active retirees and retirement groups.
And it looks like a lot of people are being encouraged really to stay here and go here because of your projects. And
well,
of course,
one of the strategies really to create that long-stay visa, and hopefully, that develops into something positive, to enable us to get the active retirees on a look-see basis for much longer than the number of days stay that they're given right now.
Right. Okay, Marc, when is the summit going to be again?
April 22, 23 at the Dusitani in Makati.
Okay, Marc Daubenbuechel, the Executive Director of Retirement and Healthcare Coalition, and Ms. Cynthia Lazo of the DOT. Thank you very much for joining us here in the studio.
Thank you so much.
Our pleasure. Thank you.
Want to own the world's most expensive smartphone? Find out how much it costs when Mornings at ANC returns.